All right, so I'm trying to record this before it hits TP if it does, but trading is very, very simple. The first thing you want to do is take a look right here at the dashboard, and this is for beginners, those who are new to the futures market. Just keep it just this simple, okay? When you have a dashboard that's telling you, hey, go ahead for a buy trade only. See, it says right here, take buy trades only. So there was a setup for a sell. See, when price action had crossed below this green channel, you see this green channel? It had crossed below, but this dashboard said to do what? Buy trades only. So that means this was nothing more than a pullback. So you simply wait. Now watch the parallel channel, how it works, okay? And why we call it parallel is because you got one going this way, one going that way. That's the way price action is. Sometimes it's going to be in a downtrend. As you can clearly see, it was in the downtrend, but then it started changing direction, and now it's heading to a quote-unquote uptrend, which, by the way, sorry, I took this trade from my bed. You can see I'm up 200. Take profit got hit. I couldn't even move my stop. I was going to move. My stop loss was right here. I took this trade from my phone. I was rushing in here, but you can see my take profit got smashed. So there goes $200 something per trade, and I told you guys all you need is about $200 a day, and you multiply that times 6 or 7 accounts. So let's do the math real quick, and then I'll get back to the setup. And that's how simple it is. Don't make it no more complicated than that. Okay, watch this. 200 times 6 accounts equals, I just made not 200, but I actually made 1,200. So you times that, doing that by 5 days a week, that's $6,000 a week. Times that by 4 weeks, and that's how much you're making per month. Okay? All right. So let's just say again, if you only do $100 a day, so just divide that by in half, you're still making 12 grand a month off of something this simple, literally this simple. Dashboard said to buy. Price action then, so you avoid this trade because you say, I know you look good, but this says no. Now, if this is mixed, like you have half of this showing sales, half the longer term showing buy, you want to go with the flow and wait for the setup because the longer term typically is going to tell you what goes on. But can you take these trades in the opposite direction? You can. You can. Okay. So if you want to, like this one here, let's take a look. This one broke out of the channel. Your entry was here. You could have scalped this real quick, get in and get out, and there you go. But the better setup was to wait. And when this one said to take buy trades only, price action didn't go all the way. Why? Because the longer term is saying what? We want to go up. This is just a pullback. So it teaches you how to pay attention to pullbacks back into the trend. So when this thing came up, I was laying in the bed on my phone. That's why my stop loss was off. It was supposed to be right here at this one, but either way it goes, no problem. Point is that I entered the trade right at the gray line. Take profit was right there, and that was that. Right from my phone. Okay? All right? So it's just that simple. Don't overcomplicate these trades. Okay? Some of you guys, you overcomplicate everything you get. Everything. Okay? All right, let's see. I got an alert on 6E. Let's see if it's worth me taking my time to take this trade. All right, there we go again. Okay, so watch this. I'm going to take a couple of trades on this one. I'm going to select my positions, and I'm going to buy. Okay. I'm going to move my sell stop into the stop loss area, and my TP, which was way up here, right to here. Okay. Why? Okay. Because this one is showing, oh, sales, sales, sales only, right? Okay. So that means if I lose this trade, I deserve to lose it. Why? Because I'm going against what it says. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm going against what it said to do. It's saying to sell. So if that's the case, I shouldn't be in this trade. But if it does bounce up a little bit and give me a little something, that's called a scalp. That means I'm going to get in, grab a little something, and get out quickly. I'm not going to wait for it to hold all the way to the take profit. Why? Because of this. It's telling me no, no, no. Okay? So let's watch and see what happens. All right, see how I'm still in drawdown? You see that? Because price action is not in my favor. Okay, it's not to say that this won't bounce up, but it's not in my favor. So therefore, I'm waiting longer because I'm going against where the big institutional traders are going. This is in a downtrend, but right here is saying sell signals only because most of the money is flowing to the downside. So look at how it's constantly bouncing in between drawdown. It doesn't really push hard. Okay, it doesn't push hard because the big players are not pushing hard. So you can take these trades, but you have to sit and wait and see how they play out. If you lose, then you know why you lost. Okay, so watch. I'm going to put this back on hold and we'll be back. All right, so we got another setup. And by the way, I'm using Hakanashi candles, but you can switch to regular candles if you want to. And you can see the first candle closed. That's why this one opened up. Everything is green. All right, so on this one, I'm not going to take the trade yet. Why? Because it is before the New York Open. The New York Open actually has another 30 minutes, and when that market opens, it's very terrible. The price action can shoot all over the place. So until the New York market opens, I don't take trades on NQ or YM or ES. I don't touch those. Okay, so watch this. Why is this channel here? Because it's identifying, watch this, look, bounce, respect it. It came out because of news, but came right back into the channel, and it's been respecting this channel the whole time. Tried to break out, and now it's respecting the channel again, okay, because it's still the New York Open. So I'm going to wait. So you see how you just, this is as simple as that, okay. Let's check on this one, and you can see it's still pushing upwards, okay, still pushing upwards. It broke outside of the channel, but this one is still showing bearish. So therefore, you notice that this has still been sitting still, and I put this video on pause for a while. So I'm going back and forth doing other things, but you can see how the 6N, which is New Zealand dollar, shot right on up into profit. Let's see the difference. See? Green. Shot right up out of there like a rocket. Hit our TP and stalled right there. Okay? But this one is struggling. Why? Because of this. Because of this. So always make sure this is like your flight cockpit before you trade. Take a look at this. Doesn't matter what is being said. If this is telling you mixed signals, then sometimes you just want to wait until this clears up, because this is telling you where the money is. It's telling you that the banks and institutions long term are, yes, buyers, but short term, this is not it. And look at what's going on. Look at what's going on. See how? Look at there. So the trade money that I just made on 6N is now going back to the market, because why? I'm fighting the markets. The market says, no, we want to sell this one. We like the other one, but we don't like this one. This one should be what? Sales only. Okay, does it make sense? That makes sense? Okay, so again, if I lose this trade, I deserve to lose. See, the 200 something I made on the other trade, now I gave it back to the market. Because why? I'm not paying attention to this. I'm so anxious to trade until I'm not paying attention to what this is telling me. Okay? So, let's wait and see. Okay, so as you can see, this trade did not work out. Why? Because we fought the trend. So always remember, right before you take a trade, don't be in a hurry to take the trade. Be in a hurry to pay attention to what the dashboard is telling you, because it's telling you where the money is. Okay? So, last but not least, if you're interested in getting this particular trading system, and again, I'm going to do more training videos for those who are brand new to the futures market, you can go here to easymt5.com. You can request all MT4 systems as well. With this program, it's all MT5 systems and TradingView. And you can scroll down and you see all the different trading systems, which we have several more coming out very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that. It will be part of your membership, no extra cost. But all of these trading systems and more are available. The one that I'm particularly using all the time for the futures market is right here, which is the parallel universe. Okay, so again, it's easymt5.com. Now, if you're a person who likes the forex market, but you don't want to trade anymore, which a lot of people have chosen to do so, you can go to supereasycopycat.com, and right here you'll see how the software works. This is how it works. This is your computer with our software on it. It'll look just like this. I'll take a trade here. It'll populate onto your account. I close it here. It closes out over here. If I close out partial here, close out partial there. It's really a hands-off type of way. So that's what you can do if you want to do that. Last but not least, for those who want to be in the futures market and want to personally learn how to trade under the tutelage of a mentor, then sign up right here. Go to Futrix, FUTTRIX.com. Go to the New York session and sign up, and you'll be trading 3 days a week live with Miss Jenny. If you want my personal trade alerts, then sign up for the Asian session. Okay? Peace and hair grease. I'll see you guys in the next video.